That's better. Bigger female, bigger female. I'm dealing with in-depth angling. I'm super excited to go fishing today. We're going out to Lake of the Ozarks by kayak, and the bass have made a very, very big move up to the banks and a big push up to the banks. The water temperature's finally climbed up near about 60. So the crappie are in full peak spawn right now still. We're not going to be targeting them so much today as we are the largemouth and spotted bass that are starting to move up. Males are fanning out beds, females are kind of cruising around. Not really peak for the spawn yet for bass, but it's getting there and it's the start of it. So we're gonna go try to target some of these early spawning bass and see what we can go catch today. There's a bass right here at the boat ramp. He's got a weird injury on his back right there. Not a bad way to start off though. First fish of the day, and haven't even put in the kayak yet, so we'll get here right back in the water here and actually go start our day. Crappie, what the heck, man? Wow. On the Senko, not really what I was expecting to catch there, but black male crappie, or white male crappie I should say. Really dark on the belly though. That's cool. Get her back. That's better. Not as big as I thought. Not a bad first bass out of the kayak for the day. 16-incher. It's pretty good. Got a feeling I'm gonna be wet here pretty soon. Oh, that was one. There's a fish. Oh, came off. That was on the square bill that time. Interesting though. We got some fish in pre-spawn over here on this point going into that cut, and then there was some fish, the males were actually guarding the nest, from what I could tell. We have the Major League Fishing series here at Lake of the Ozarks this week. I think it's like either the last day or the day before. They pretty much have had rain the whole tournament, off and on, either rain or high wind. No idea who's leading right now. There's one of the guys that was back there in that cove, so we just saw, and I'm not sure which one it was. But we're gonna go do our thing. It's supposed to rain for like the next 6 hours. About like this. There's one. That's a small one. Got a couple out here on this bluffy stuff still. I believe it's a spot too, yeah. Nice little spot of bass. We'll turn it right back. People will kind of center all the bass, like, oh, they're all going and spawning at the same time, which does not happen. They have different stages that they go through. Some fish will be spawning right now, gearing up for this next full moon. Others will be going in June because bass have such a wide range of whenever they can spawn and temperature. Any full moon you can get is good. First full moon you get whenever we get into that temperature range when they can spawn is usually the biggest. Fishing should continue to be fairly stable and improving over the next couple weeks for bass. Another one. Oh man, I did not have a good hook set in that one. It knocked slack in though. Fish. Another smaller one. Getting into a lot of males. They're really making a push up here to the bank. Another spot. Barely hooked on the outside of the mouth, and then the back hook got into his gill plate. Didn't puncture the gills though, so that's good. We'll get her back. There's a fish. Bigger female, bigger female. Bigger female, that's probably a 4 or 5. Just looking at it in the water. Oh, it might be bigger, I don't know. Come here, big girl. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Got her, I got her. I got her. Yes. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh man, tail is bloody. They are on the spawn. That bloody tail there is from them fanning out the bed. Absolute tanker. I mean, still bleeding. It's making a bed right here on this laydown. We're gonna get her right back in the water here. Big old bucket mouth. Took the Senko right in the top of the lip. Hasn't quite spawned yet. Still got eggs in her. So we'll get a measurement on her and get her back in the water. She measured right out at 19.5 inches, probably about 4.5, 5 pounder. So we'll get her right back in the water here. Man, that was an awesome fish. I'm just fishing this little 4-inch Senko through the limbs of this laydown tree here on a pea gravel bank. Great area for crappie as well, but that big old bass, I mean, it was actively bleeding. I got blood on my towel here. I'm using this towel to keep my legs dry halfway because my pants are not rainproof or even rain resistant, and the towel's kind of absorbing some of the moisture before it gets to me. Starting to soak through by now, but it's kept me dry so far. I'm fishing the back of this cove here. I believe there's a lot of good sized bass. I believe there's a lot of males like this one. Starting to bed because of the bluegill that are all over him. This one just kind of hit this thing. Didn't even really hook him in the mouth. Hooked him right in the upper part of his nose right there, through his eye almost. Yeah, really small largemouth right there. I'll get him back in the water here. There's a fish. That's a little better. That's actually a female, kind of a smaller one. Barely hooked on the outside of the mouth. Wow. I barely hooked her. This one's probably going to be about a foot. Yep, right at 12. Power fish and a square bill. And the bluegill just pester the bass this time of year. And they provide a good sized meal for those pre-spawners. I'm just letting it bang right off of the cover. right down in through their nest if there is one there. And usually they can't stand it. Oh, had it. Hey guys, I'm back in the studio now editing this video. I had to leave early out of there that day because we ended up having a lot of high winds come in and the rain just kept coming down, so I was in a situation where my body was just getting completely frozen, so I had to leave basically. I didn't get to fish too much after that last clip you guys saw. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up down below. I'll be sure to do more of them in the future, covering over Lake of the Ozarks and other surrounding area lakes in Missouri and Arkansas, and we'll continue to do some more bass fishing out of the kayak this year. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys have not already done so, and we'll catch you on the next one. And as always, explore deeper. There's more out there.